All right, says we are live. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Sunday Morning Sprints. I am your host, Books and Things with Alicia. Nah, just kidding. I always wanted to say that, but I am Alicia. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Besides my phone, it is raining outside, so anything that I planned on doing later outside is a no-go at this station. Breakfast is still being cooked as we speak, so I will probably do that in the first sprint because I did not get to eat yet. So I do have coffee though, so we're gonna eat in the first sprint and then go from there. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing today. I did get my books wrapped for my reading challenge yesterday, so I'll probably finish that up. Or I could read. I am currently reading 2 books. Atomic Habits, I pretty much am caught up, but I need to read one more chapter to be fully caught up with the schedule. And then I'm also reading Dead and Gone by Charlene Harris, which is the 9th book in the Sookie Stackhouse series. I do not have either of those books with me. They're on my desk, so I will bring those in and read them. And we'll see how it goes because I have a killer headache this morning, and it's all right here. It could be allergies, it could be lack of sleep, I don't know. But let's see who all is here, and then we will go into our first sprint. I'll go ahead and put on our hello welcome banner. We have Amanda is here. Good morning. How are you doing today? I'm here. That's kind of where I'm at with it right now. I think I'll be a little better once I get, I'm going to take some Advil for this headache. And then I think once I get breakfast, I'll be a lot better. But so far we are awake. We are doing the things. How are you? Katie is here. Hello. Let us know what you're reading or working on today. And Jen is here. Good morning, reading The Measure and getting things ready for the first day of school tomorrow. Ooh, so exciting. I remember being very excited for mine to go back to school. And they started, this week was their second week, so next week is their third week. I'm so excited. But we did have a meeting at the school already because my daughter is now officially in their gifted program. So we had a meeting on that so that we could talk about, they have 4 different categories that they would focus on for her. And so we have to figure out what her strengths are. And then they play off of that. So one of Lorelai's strengths is creativity. She can create things from scratch. She made me a card once that it folded out and it had its own little whiteboard and a message and pictures. And I asked her if Daddy helped her with that, and she said, nope, I did it all on my own. And I was like, oh, that's very you thought that out and then put it together. That's crazy. So we're making sure that she has all of the things that she needs. M is here. Good morning. I'm taking the morning easy because it has been a week and I'm feeling a cold coming on. Oh no! Make sure you have all of the things. Medicines, orange juice, tissues, all of the things. I hope you feel better soon. Colds are no fun at all. Jen says, oh, I remember you sharing that card. Yeah. I want to see if I can share it with Miss Reese, who is her gifted program teacher. And then she can see the extent. I have to find the card, though. It's one of those, I didn't want it to get messed up, and I put it in safekeeping, and now I don't know where it's at. I think I have a hunch, but I have to find it. Katie says, I think I'm going to listen to the audiobook of Girl Goddess Queen and do my puzzle. Ooh, very nice. I have not heard of that one. Who is that by? Hopefully I don't know if you guys could hear that, but that was thunder. And hopefully it doesn't make the internet go wonky. We'll find out. Anne says, good morning. Finished the Idaho 4 by James Patterson last night. Now I am reading Dusk by Robbie Arnott. He's an Australian author. Read his other books and enjoyed them. Ooh. Very nice, very nice. I have not read anything by James Patterson. I should. I just don't know where to start. I don't know exactly what he writes either, so that doesn't help. If you have if you haven't read this author before, start here. Let me know. For James Patterson. That's by Bea Fitzgerald. Ooh, might have to look that up. I heard the thunder. Yeah, I think it's getting closer too. So it is torrential downpour. So I need to make sure that my cats are in because they were on the back porch, and one of them is probably hiding. Ooh, that was loud. What perfect cozy weather though. For the most part, it will be, but sometimes it not so much. It depends on if it takes out the electricity, and two, it depends on how close it hits, because sometimes we have had it hit very close that it rattles the house. So we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that it'll be a quick storm and it'll just fly by. But on that note, that is the last comment I see. So I'm going to go ahead and put us into our first sprint. I'm going to eat breakfast in the first sprint and grab my books, and we'll go from there. I won't be in the room for the first, so we'll see. I'll try to keep an eye on the stream from my phone while I eat, and then we'll see how it goes. But here is the 45 minutes first sprint. Happy reading and happy productivity, and I will see you back in 45 minutes. All right. How did everybody do on that first sprint? I took my Advil and ate breakfast. Head is starting to feel a little bit better, but I will probably grab my water. I forgot to bring my water in here. So I'll get that in the next sprint. So I ate breakfast, took my Advil, and I actually worked on my book journal because I'm doing the last final steps of setting up my reading challenge that I want to do. I will have a video on that hopefully before the end of the month. If not, it'll be like the first week of September because that's when it starts. So hopefully this will work and I can get some things off my shelf. But yeah, I will have a video on that explaining everything. You guys can't see it from here, but I have all of the like wrapped book portion on my shelves over there all set up. So now it's just a matter of like doing the last minute thoughts and setup and then putting it in my book journal and filming the video. So I'm going to try to do that today, but I need to clean up the library first. So we'll see. We had a couple of people come in, so let's find where we left off in the comments. I think the storm has passed now. I was actually telling my husband that while I was eating breakfast, I probably should have left the sound on, and then you guys could have listened to the thunder. But I believe this was our last comment from Jen. We were talking about perfect cozy weather with the thunderstorm. And said, if you want to read James Patterson, I would suggest the Idaho 4. You probably already know some of the details. It is more a narrative style of writing. I know nothing about the Idaho 4, so, but I will look into it and see. Because that might be a good one, like you said. I'm going to write this down on my paper here. And then we had Nicole is here. Hello, I finally made a sprint. Hello. And I said, yay. Anne says hello or good morning to Nicole. Swank is here. It is howdy everyone. Happy Find Your Inner Nerd Day. Happy Sponge Cake Day. And happy Ride the Wind Day. What does that even mean, ride the wind? I don't know. I've never heard of that. It is also, according to my search bar, it is the 2025 US Open for tennis today. So if you like tennis, that's probably going. Hello, Swank. Let us know what you're reading or working on. Nicole says, hey, chat friends. Jen says, I got to page 48 in The Measure. I'm reading it for my in-person book club and have a feeling it's going to be quite the discussion. Ooh, in a good way or a bad way? Hopefully a good way. Hopefully it's really good. Kat is here. Good morning, Alicia and friends in the chat. Kat, I have something to show you, Kat. Give me 1 second. I can't find the other one, so hopefully one of these has it because, yes. I have duplicates of Dracula, and the golden ribbon means that this has the little potion bottle that it comes with. Here's how it looks though. So what they've done for the golden ribbon ones is they have actually cut out pieces of the book and the little potion is inside. So I have 2 of these, and I can easily put the golden ribbon back on, but I have 2 of them. So if you need one, we will have to get together and see which ones we need. I also found out that I only need, I think I only need 3 books and my set is complete. I do have a lot of duplicates of like this one. I got Moby Dick, and I've got Little Women, and I think that was it for the books in this box because I got the teacup again. So, but yeah, I have 2 of these now. So one is my duplicate. So we'll have to get together and see what you need, because I think I also got another. Is it in here? I got another cat. And this one I got another Nancy Drew. So, I will send you pictures later, updating you on my what I have for my collection and my duplicates. But I saw your comment and I was like, oh, I have to tell her. So there you go. I'm so excited though. M is here. I had breakfast, toast with egg, salad, and yogurt with berries and walnuts. Ooh, sounds delicious. Also listened to The Lethal Licorice by Amanda Flower. Lethal Licorice. That sounds scary. Hopefully you are liking it. Let us know. Swank says, hi, Kat. How are you feeling? I hope you are feeling better, Kat. Morning to Kat from M. Anne says, good morning, Kat. How are you feeling? Much better. Thanks, Swank. Yay. Jen says, James Patterson also writes kids' books, late elementary to middle, I think. Really? I will have to look into this. M says, Nicole, so nice to meet you. Kat says, much better, thanks, Anne. How's your recovery going? Hopefully all is going well. Hi, M from Kat. I'm working on financial tasks this morning. I did that yesterday, so I don't have to do it today, thankfully. But I do have other things to work on. It's never ending. Swank says James Patterson also wrote The Zoo, which was really good. They made a not so great TV series out of it. Oh, really? I will look into this. Is it the case of the book is better than the show or movie? Because that happens. Anne says, Kat, the recovery is going well. I didn't realize how much mental the recovery was. I imagine it has to be a lot, though. Jen says, I would say a good way. The premise, in a good way. Okay. The premise is that everyone woke up one day to a box that has a piece of string that determines how long the rest of your life will be, either a short life or a long life. Oh. That sounds very interesting. A very fates. And this is called The Measure. Who is that by? I might look into that. That sounds interesting. That's amazing, Alicia. Hold that Dracula for me. Will do. I got them, was it last week? Last week or the week before, because I had to order more shorts, uniform shorts for my son. And I said, why not? So I got 3. So I'm now up to 20 of them. And like I said, I think I only need 3 books, and then my thing is complete. M says, Jen, that sounds interesting. It really does. Jen says, so we are working through all the things that come with know whether you will have a long or short life, and the boxes continue to show up when kids turn 22. Oh. Interesting. Kat says, once we're finished buying, we'll get together and make swaps. I still have 4 balls to open. No rush. You're doing them on your Wednesday sprints, right? I'll have to keep an eye out and watch and be there. Swank says, I missed it. Where did you get the tiny books? So they're little mystery boxes. I have been getting mine from Target. If you go on Target's website and just type in, I'll put it in the chat, but it is Mini Brands books. It'll come in like that little white ball that you saw. And usually it's either 4 books or it'll be 3 books, a bookmark, and some sort of like teacup or candlestick, or there's even a little lamp. And they're pretty cool. I get mine at Target, but I've also known Kat says she gets hers from Target and Walmart, which I'm looking at the I'm looking at the comment. But yeah, you can find them at Target or Walmart in the toy section. I know Target has like a whole aisle. If you go down it, it has nothing but mystery things. So you could have like a little mystery ball for these. You could have a mystery ball for something with Hello Kitty or the LOL dolls or Stitch. Disney related, they have the Disney Doorables. So whatever your mystery box little thing heart desires, they probably have it. They also have mini brands of, like, I've seen one where they have like retro items. So like an old big boxed computer or a typewriter or like a boombox type thing. They are making a lot. But that's where you usually find them. If you go in store, they're more expensive because I go into my Target and they're like $8.29 a piece. I go online and they're only $7.99. So you're saving a little bit there, but yes, they are expensive. But they're so fun. Lethal Licorice is a cozy mystery Amish candy shop. It's my second time with this series. This is book 2. Interesting. I might have to look that up. Lethal Licorice. I could see it being lethal licorice if it was like the black licorice. I'm not a fan of black licorice. I will eat the red all day long. And I've even had the chocolate, like brown licorice, but I don't see that one anymore. So, but licorice can be lethal. Yep, you can also order them from Amazon. I don't know how much they are on Amazon. I should look real quick just to see. Let's see. Series 2. On Amazon, it looks like they have a 2-pack. You can buy two balls for $18.99. I'm trying to see if they. No, Cat. I'm not ready for you. You must wait. But I don't see where it's like individual. Oh, I might do this one just because. Kat, did you? Let me see if I can share this. I need to share this. Hold on, stop sharing. I will show you what I found. Okay. This right here. Can you seize it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My computer froze. I don't know. What happened? Wakey wakey. Click the screen icon. Okay. This is what I was trying to show you before my computer rudely decided to freeze. They have an advent calendar of the mini books. I don't know if it's going to be the same thing or like the same books. But how cool is this? They have like, it kind of looks like it would be the same books. But they have an advent calendar of these things. That's kind of cool. It kind of does look like it's the same because I see like there's Eloise, I see Sherlock, I see a Mad Libs, I see some Coho and some like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I see Ransom Riggs and Dracula. There's a Bunnicula, some classics. So it might be some of the same ones that we already have. Oh, there's a Cat Kid, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. So, I mean, I don't need all of the duplicates, but if they had chosen different books, this would be fun. Okay, I will stop sharing that because I gotta share the cat again. But yeah, that looked fun. It was, oh my gosh, come on. Okay. For whatever reason, it's freezing. It was freezing when I was, when it had that open. It was like, I don't like this. We're gonna freeze, and then I had to like minimize and pull everything back up. It's so weird. Anyway, that was neat. It was like an advent calendar. Hopefully you guys were able to see it. But it was like I think $35 if I remember correctly. But it looked like it had the same books, so I don't know. Hubby called as soon as the chat started. Hi again, everyone. Hello, welcome back. Yes, book is better. Fair. They usually are. That's the brand who makes them. So Zuru mini brand books. Alicia, be careful how much licorice you eat. It can do a number on your stomach. Oh, yeah. I usually always buy like the smallest pack I can find, and that is like my licorice for like months. I don't eat a lot of it anymore. Plus, with my teeth being sensitive, I can't eat that many sweets anymore. Sad panda. Kat says, I've never bought them from Amazon. Jen has bought series 1 and 2 though, and it was 2 packs. Yeah, that's what I was seeing. I didn't see them like individual. which they know probably people are going to buy them in more than just one. Kelly is here. Happy time zone, my friends. Let us know what you're reading or working on, Kelly. Kat says the advent calendar is a cool idea, but wish there were new books. Same. I wish they would have done that. Which reminds me, though, I need to go and order our advent calendars for Christmas because I know that they're going to start coming out soon if they're not out already. And I think we might do the same ones that we did last year because last year we did Lego advent calendars. So I think we're going to do that this year. We're going to do Lego ones. So I need to see what's available and what everybody wants. Because I know last year we did Harry Potter, Star Wars, princesses, and I don't remember if it was a Minecraft one or if it was a like Lego City one for my son. But those are always so fun. Helps him with the countdown to Christmas. M says the Advent might be a good way to get started with the mini brands books. Yeah, that might be. That might be a good way to get started. I still need to find my series 1. I have a hunch. I think I know where they're at because I've looked everywhere else and I can't find them. So I'm looking at one last spot, and if it's not there, then I don't know what I did with them. But I will find them. Kelly says I need to finish The Ruins of Gorlin. How are you liking it? Hopefully it is going well. We are at the bottom of the comments. So I am, in this sprint, I am going to finish writing the page that I was on in my book journal. I'm going to get my water, and I'm going to try and read more of Dead and Gone. And then we'll go from there. So I'm going to start this comment so that we can pull up the cat, and we'll go into our next sprint. Kelly says it's a solid YA fantasy. I do wish there were a couple female perspectives though. Oh. So it's more male perspective. Interesting. I've never heard of this one. I'll have to look it up. Has anyone read Theo of Golden? I have not heard of it. So no, I have not. Has anyone else read it? It doesn't sound familiar. Is it new? I'll look it up in the sprint. But we will go into our next sprint, and I will see everyone back here in 45 minutes. Happy sprinting! Welcome back from our second sprint. How did everyone do? Let me know what you got up to. What did I do? I finished the page that I was on in my book journal. So now that is all set up. And I even set up, I had already set up the pages for like each month because it's going to be starting in September. So I have September, October, November, and December. That is my test to see how well this goes and if I should continue it into the new year. Let me know if you guys want like a progress video for this reading challenge, and I will add that to my list of things to film. I'm pretty excited about it though. I think it's gonna work out nicely. I also wrote my to-do list, and then I kind of went down a rabbit hole and was looking at Barnes and Noble. Not that I need to, but I know that there's a couple of books coming out next week, and there is 2 that I want to get. And so I'll probably get those 2, and I'll probably order the rest of the Kevin Petway series that I'm reading for the Shore Leave Book Club. I'll probably order those so that I have them, and that will be like my last hurrah of spending for books until I get my reading challenge underway, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I've also been watching a lot of like book journaling videos to see, because I bought like I think it's a square like 8x8, and I want to use that because I don't know the normal reading journal that I have. I don't know if or when the lady that I usually get it from is going to put out the next one. And I kind of want to use this. I don't know what my shirt's doing, but it's weird. It's like weirdly shaped. But so I can start setting it up. I've found some PET tape, or like thicker washi tape, so that I can decorate some of the pages. And I have ideas on like the pages that I want to do. It's just a matter of like putting them in order and then actually making the book. So I need to get on that soon because I want to have it all set up so that when January 1st starts, so starts that notebook. So, and then I will have another like a secondary book journal, but it's not really going to be a journal of sorts. It's going to be a list, more of like a list. So, but yeah, that's what I've been up to. So I've been like searching and going down rabbit holes for the last little bit. So I'm going to definitely, oh, and you can't see it, but I did eat a muffin. Yeah, I made strawberry muffins this morning. So I have to take that to the kitchen. My cat's been trying to eat the crumbs. Let's see where we left off. Looks like we had a couple of people pop in. I believe this was our last comment. I have not heard of this one, and this I did not get to look up just yet. But if anyone has heard of it, let us know if it's good or not. And then Kelly said, all male, published in the early 2000s by John Flanagan. The Apprentice, Ranger's Apprentice, is a popular series I never picked up. Once you said The Ranger's Apprentice, then I was like, oh, okay, I know what she's talking about. So yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I have not read that one either, which is what I said here. I've heard of it, but I haven't read it. And then we had Christina pop in. Hello, Christina. How are you? Are we reading anything good today? Let us know. And Christina did our morning PSA. Remember to hydrate, feed thyself, check the laundry, take meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring the bell so you hopefully get notified. Yes, please, and thank you. I will do a quick update. I think, if I was looking correctly, my channel is now up to 410. Yes, 410 subscribers. So I need exactly 90 to reach 500. I'm excited. So I just got to keep doing what I'm doing. But yay, 410. I like, that's a good number, but I would like 90 more, please. Then we can start doing some fun things, I think. Double N Jen is here. Good morning. Let us know what you're reading or working on today. Anne says, "Oh no, I was so engrossed in my novel that I forgot my midday meds." Oh, well, take your meds. Don't forget. I've had that problem as well. I get so focused on like a task that I'm doing that I forget to do something. And I've done that a couple times. So Anna is here. Hello, everyone. I'm here, but about to start my sprints, so I'll be lurking. I will post the link to your sprints, and then everyone can sprint hop and say hello. Anna says, also reading The Midnight Muse. See if I can finish it today. You got this. Kelly made it to page 229 of 249. It's the height of the climax. Ooh, you're totally going to finish that in the next sprint for sure. Yay. Do you know what you're going to read afterwards? Kelly says, woot. Christina says hi to Kelly. Hi, Anna. Hi, Anne. Hi, Double N Jen. Kelly says, Christina, I need to get your address for the stuff you won. Yes, that was fun. I liked the book discussion, and I look forward to doing the other books. Christina says hi to Kat. Christina says, I can send it to you on one of your IGs. Just tell which one is better. Swank says, Christina. Hi, Swank from Christina. Either works. I'll get them mailed out after I get the last signature at Dragon Con. Very nice, very nice. Kat says, I'm still working on financial tasks. I hate when I do work on financial tasks because I feel like they take forever. Because I know, like, for me, I don't know how you do it, yours, Kat, but for mine, I always wait until, like, the income comes in and it is touchable. Because usually it's, like, pending and then I can touch it the next day. Fine. But meanwhile, I have to do, like, I do a breakdown and write it out for that particular paycheck and look at what's due. Then I have to schedule what is due on when. And then I start to do, like, a little bit of forecasting so I can kind of predict what has to happen for the next 1 or 2 paychecks. And because remember, hubby changed jobs. So we have to, like, I'm not used to what is, what the new setup is. So I'm, like, adjusting everything. And now I'm just like, but it seems to me like it takes forever. But I also handwrite everything. The only thing that I have on the computer is my budget worksheet where I have budget and actual amounts at the top. And then when I input receipts, it automatically subtracts it from that amount. So then I can see if everything is in the green at the end of the month, or if anything turns red, then that tells me I overdid it. So then I have to adjust for next month, right? So it's a lot. But yeah, it seems like they always take forever, those those financial tasks. I usually, when I do mine, I just go, okay, you know what? We're gonna work on this for like an hour. We'll see where I'm at when I'm done, and then we'll go from there. Because I don't like to spend a whole lot of time on them. Kat says to Anne, a couple of people mentioned Theo the Golden at the reading retreat I attended. I put it on my list. Ooh. Kat says, hey, Christina. Christina sent the message to Kelly. Here is the link for Anna's sprints, so you can go and sprint half when she starts. Thank you very much, Christina. Anne says, I would have remembered when the pain returned. Oh, yeah, but you don't want it to return, right? That would not be good. And Kat says, my financial tasks are taking me longer today because I didn't do my normal weekly financial stuff last week. Just what was necessary. Fair enough. Yeah, you really have to like stay on top of it, because if you don't, if you miss like a day of like how you normally do it, then yeah, it takes longer, and I don't want to do it more than I have to. Hopefully you've got it all like situated and everything is where it's supposed to be. M says, I got caught up in my book. I am remembering how much I liked this series the first time around. Remind me what you are reading again. And it's a series. We are at the last comment though. So tis raining again. I don't know if you'll hear the thunder this time, but it's at least raining, and my backyard is slowly turning into a swamp. That means all the frogs and stuff are going to come out. But okay, I'm going to star this and change our banners because we are going into our final sprint. And we still have like 2.5 minutes. Look at that. We got all caught up on the comments before the break timer went off. I'm going to go ahead and... Anna started at 1 p.m. EDT, so she just started 15 minutes ago. Be sure to go and say hello and hug the like button. Nicole says, we'll read through the sprint and then off to film and do chores. Thanks for sprints. You're so welcome. I'm glad you could finally make it to one. And I hope you get all of the things done. That's what I have to do. Is I'm probably going to read through this sprint and then I'm going to have to go into like folding laundry and all of the things. So, because the kitchen is a disaster. Hi, Nicole from Christina. See you tomorrow, Nicole. Yes, for those of you who don't know, Nicole over at Noteworthy Fiction does sprints on Mondays. And I want to say she starts in the morning, like 9. It's like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I want to say. So if you need sprints on a Monday, Nicole is the one to go to. Although we have lots of sprints that are on Mondays. Says I'm reading Lethal. That's right, Lethal Licorice. You are just flying through it. How much do you have left? I feel like I've heard Amanda Flower before. Now I have to look this up. We have another 30 seconds before the cat goes off. So, Lethal Licorice. It was like, we're sorry. We don't know what you're looking for because I spelled it wrong. That's cute. There's a pig with like a snack in his mouth on the cover. Oh. There is the cat. And I will see everyone back here in 45 minutes. Happy reading. Make it count. It is the last sprint. Yes, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Perfect. All right. Happy sprinting. Hello! Welcome back from our final sprint. I have Ralphie on my lap, so I can't move. I'm trying, but that sprint I folded 2 loads of laundry and I managed to make it to chapter 12 in Dead and Gone. So, I'm hoping I can finish that either today or tomorrow. And I still need to read Twilight for Donna's read along, but that won't take me that won't take me much time. So, let's see what everyone got up to. We were, I think this was the last one, maybe. Em was reminding me that she was reading Lethal Licorice. I did look up that author, and there's a couple of other ones. Like she has one that has cats. So I wrote down a couple of titles for the series and like the first book. So I might see if my library has those, and then I might try to read some. This was Christina reminding me that yes, Nicole from Noteworthy Fictions sprints tomorrow 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. M said I'm 25% in. Ow. That's my leg you're digging into. No claws. Please. He just keeps going like this. And he keeps digging into my leg. Christina says, okay, off to watch Stranger Things with Dee Dee. Have fun. Hope you're enjoying the show. Christina says, thanks for hosting today, Alicia. Have a beautiful day. You as well. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. It's still raining outside. It seems like it's getting lighter, like the sun wants to come back out, but it's still raining. So this might be an all-day thing. Anne says, just took the trash out. Nice. M says, hi, Ralphie. I have my cat Humphrey on my lap. See, there's other kitty cats. As he digs in even more. Double and Jen says, hi, Ralphie. Everybody's saying hello to you. And you look at me. Don't dig in, please. It hurts. Anne says she read 54 pages this morning. Nice progress. Kelly says, finish the ruins of Gorland. Yay! It was quite satisfying. I look forward to continuing. I'll start They Both Die at the End next, though. I need to do some housework first. That is going to be my next thing. When I'm done here, I will clean up the kitchen. I imagine there will be another load of laundry to fold. And I'm going to try to tidy up the library a little bit. And I need to clean up my desk because my desk is a hot mess. Nicole says, thanks, Christina, because she posted the link. Thanks again for the sprints. You're so welcome. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. Kelly says, thank you for sprints today. You're welcome. Kat says, I finished my financial tasks. Woohoo! All caught up. Going to eat lunch. Thanks for sprints, Alicia. Enjoy the remainder of the weekend, friends. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you were able to get your financial tasks done and you're all caught up. I'm glad you're feeling better as well. Yes, definitely time to go eat lunch. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I see you on Wednesday for sprints. Yes, I believe. M says, way to go, Kat. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yes, yes. Well, that is the end of the comments that I can see. I hope you all were able to get some reading done or be productive. I know I was more productive than reading, but that's okay because the day is not over yet. I thank everyone for coming and hanging out with me and Ralphie today. we're gonna go, Bubba, right? Have a good rest of your weekend. I hope that you guys have a good week ahead. If you haven't already, please subscribe. That way you can see all future content and any reading sprints coming up. I will have to set up September's sprints, and I may miss a Sunday, the first Sunday in September, because it's the 7th, and that is my son's birthday. So we're gonna have like a family get together and do his birthday. We'll also be recovering from Mickey's Not So Scary that weekend because we're going on Friday the 5th, and then his birthday's the 7th. So I'm going to see if I can get him one of the little birthday buttons from the park. And then we are going to go from there. But so I may miss that Sunday, but I will schedule a day probably during the week and I will do it that way. So be on the lookout for that small change. But I should have some videos coming out this week, and I will see you guys next Sunday for sprints. So, with that being said, yes, please stop barking, dog. I don't know whose dog is barking, but stop barking. Behave. Sit. Good boy. Okay. Uh, Swank says, thanks for the sprints. You're so welcome. And on that note, I am going to go and I will see everyone in the chats, in the comments, in the videos. Hope you guys have a good weekend, good week.